Hello, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie, and today's case we are working on Amber Elizabeth Cates. About Amber then. Amber Elizabeth Cates was born on February the 3rd, 1988, and her place of birth was at Columbia in Tennessee. Her hair colour was light brown, but it may have been changed to blonde at the time of her disappearance. Her eye colour was green, and she had 5'5" as her height, and she was weighing 100 pounds. There is a reward of up to £25,000 that is being offered for a relevant information leading to the recovery of Amber Cates or the prosecution of the person or persons that is responsible for the crimes that is committed against Amber. Amber Elizabeth Cates was last seen on April 11th, 2004 in the Columbia, Tennessee area, and she was on her way to spend her spring break with a relative, but has not been seen or heard from since the time that she had disappeared. The field office for this case is in Memphis. Amber had left her mother's home in the 2300 block of Tracy Lane with James Gordon, one of her friends, in a gold Mazda with the license plate number PFB 200, and she was supposed to return in 2 days but never did and has never been heard from again. When questioned about Amber's disappearance, Gordon had said that he left her with another friend, Ronald, California, in Zuriaga. They were supposed to go and get a meal at this time, and this meal was at the Waffle House restaurant on James Campbell Boulevard. And the authorities have said that located the guy, which is in Zuriaga, in the federal prison in Alabama. He is said to drop Amber off at a garage in Columbia in Tennessee after she had purchased some hair dye, and he doesn't know what happened after that. And Amber was born in Spring Hill in Tennessee and lived in several states. They returned to Tennessee to live in a foster home. Her older half-sister Brenda James had stated that Amber had gotten involved in the wrong crowd with the wrong type of people and was drinking a lot, and this was very much occasionally, and using drugs. James became her legal guardian just a few days before she had gone missing, and Amber was originally considered to be a runaway, but a passage of time since her disappearance had led investigators to consider whether or not that the factors caused her to disappear. And she has a driving license, but there have not been any infractions listed on a driving record, and her social security number has gone unused since 2004. And she hasn't used her cell phone either, and James believes that Amber is deceased now, and if she is alive she may be in Georgia or in Texas, and her case remains unsolved today. The investigation agency is Maury County Sheriff's Department on 931-380-5733 and 931-388-5151. And this is where I come into it, where I decided I want to do a tarot card reading on this case to see what is what and what comes through on the tarot cards. So there is 4 questions I asked then. So number 1, what happened to Amber? Number 2, who was involved in her disappearance? 3, where is Amber now? And 4, what is the final outcome to be for Amber? So, what happened to Amber Elizabeth Cates? We have reverse King of Wands. So there was a male who was very immature, impulsive, rude, controlling and aggressive. He was very much hot-tempered and also argumentative. Reverse Tower, there was a male that got away with something and put an end to some type of difficulties at this time. Reverse Devil, there was some drugs involved and a bad controlling situation and saying enough is enough. Reverse Queen of Cups, there was some sadness and a heartbreak. There's a lot of depressiveness, insecurity, being easily influenced as well, and also being manipulative and being spacey to do with drugs. Hangman. Amber got victimized and was wasted up and was being very restricted. Reverse Four of Cups. There was a lot of drugs involved and being very spaced out and very restless, not knowing where they are. Who was involved in the disappearance of Amber Elizabeth Cates? So we have Reverse Queen of Pentacles. So there was a female who was very unfriendly. She was jealous and possessive in some sort of poverty mindset. She was chaotic. She was neglected. She was out of control. That may have been a prostitute that was involved in some sort of an abuse. Death. There was a family secret or a family shocked, and they was accepting and releasing and saying their goodbyes. Queen of Wands. There was a female who was very strong and powerful, independent and determined, and she was also friendly and helpful and protective. Nine of Cups. There was some success, smugness and smiling. Reverse Three of Wands. There was some regrets and being homesick. No one having Amber's back at this time. Where is Amber Elizabeth Cates? Reverse Sun. So there is a lot of sadness and niggling worries. Being in a bad place that is not so good. Three of Pentacles. There is a teamwork that is putting some attention to detail by looking for Amber. There is a lot of plans and buildings to be getting built where she is. Five of Wands. There is to be chaos and conflict, struggling with challenges and defensiveness. Nine of Swords. There is a lot of unhappiness, being victimized, being imprisoned and having a lot of fears and suffering. And there is a lot of mental anguish as well. Eight of Swords. So a lot of restrictions and confusions, being imprisoned and tied up. There is being backed into a corner where she is very hopeless and being silenced. Reverse Seven of Pentacles. There's cash in hand investments and plans being changed. Page of Wands. There is a lot of thoughts to try and risk escaping and travelling, being brave and confident. Ten of Pentacles. There is some property or land where she may be that could be to do with a family or related to a family inheritance that may be involved in this. Reverse Wheel of Fortune. There is struggles and being tired and drained and feel like bad luck is on her side. Reverse Eight of Pentacles. There was carelessness and risk taking and some laziness involvements. Reverse Empress. So there is a woman who was involved in a scandal who was very uncaring and unhappy, that is very insecure and demands a lot. What is the final outcome to be for Amber Elizabeth Cates' case? So we have 10 of Wands. So there is to be some slow progress and challenging times, and there is a lot of working overtime on the case. 5 of Cups. There is to be someone who has some sort of remorse, regret, shame and guilt, and wallowing in self-pity that may be involved in some type of separation or divorce. Justice. There is to be justice and triumph for Amber and for her family. And that is the case of Amber Elizabeth Cates' case. If anyone enjoys my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if there is any other cases you would like me to do, then feel free to comment in the comment section below. And until next time, take care.